Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Goa Ahead. And the topic that we are discussing today is the role of smaller parties in Goa's politics. There is negativity on ground as far as the ruling dispensation is concerned, and the space of opposition is completely fragmented. In a scenario like that, and in a small state like Goa, the role of such parties becomes extremely crucial and important in a post-poll scenario. Where do these parties stand? What is their inclination? And as far as the election is concerned, what is their ambition? In the first segment today, I am joined by President of Goa Forward Party and former Deputy CM of the state of Goa, Vijay Sardesai. Vijay Bab, welcome.
Yes.
How are you looking at this election right now? You have also been consistent in saying that you cannot afford opposition space as divided as it is right now. So how are you looking at the present situation?
See, the present situation is similar to the situation in 2017. Nothing much changes in Goa. The public sentiment is best understood by local parties. And the public sentiment is that to save Goa, now we need Team Goa. Now, this Team Goa necessarily needs to be anti-BJP forces together to get rid of a party that has failed Goa everywhere. Failed Goa when it comes to the three M's. We have failed in mining, we have failed in Madai, which is our lifeline, and we have failed when it comes to money. The state of finances is in a complete disarray. So these national parties, which promise double engine development and double engine growth, have failed Goa. And the alternative is that a united opposition has to get rid of the BJP. Now, this situation existed in 2017 also. And 2017 post-poll, it was the smaller parties that decided the then government. Now, these smaller parties, one of them was me, one of them was the oldest regional party, which is MGP. We decided who becomes the chief minister. But subsequently, we found that that national party intended to gobble us up or to evict us from our space, to basically loot Goa by creating a defection which was overnight. Now, we have had a bad experience. At least I have had a bad experience, and I have taken a pledge never to associate with the BJP again. I believe the other oldest regional party, which has had two of its MLAs gobbled up by the BJP, must have also learnt its lesson. So by and large, we local parties have had enough, and we don't want the BJP at any cost.
Vijay Bab, but the question arises when you talk about how national parties have failed Goa. Can there be a team Goa without a big national party being at the center of it?
Team Goa has to have everyone who is opposed to the BJP. In Goa, we would call it Goikarwadi, means which is all pro-Goan entities, political entities, have to unite as one team Goa to get rid of this anti-Goan BJP, government of Pramod Sawant. This is what is the final destination that we need to reach. Now, I also understand your question that one has to be pragmatic. In spite of the fact that you are regionalistic, you are aggressive towards regional sentiment, it doesn't mean that you can ignore the presence of major national parties who are active in the state and who have been ruling the state for long. Which brings us to the point of the Congress party in the state. The Congress is the principal opposition party. Although it is not as proactive as it should have been, it is a fact that we cannot ignore this political entity and think of creating a team Goa, which is why we have moved for an alliance with the Congress party, saying that the Congress should lead this alliance. See, I am being pragmatic like Prashant Kishore when he says that you cannot have an alternative to the BJP in the country without taking the Congress on board. So I am also saying that we need to take the Congress on board. And the Congress also has to understand that the local sentiment is in favor of Team Goa. If they say Ekla Chalo Re, then they are undermining public expectations and people's aspirations when it comes to the state of Goa. Now, the basic question of yours, that what is our inclination of the regional parties? Our inclination is towards Team Goa. It's towards tying up with all entities who are committed to being anti-BJP. And our ambition is to form a government which is a Goinkarwadi government, a pro-Goan government, which will give justice to the people of Goa.
Vijay, but
Now,
looking at the present state of the Congress and the indecisiveness that the Congress is showing, almost I think one deadline that you had given them to finalize about the alliance is long past. What is your preparedness in an event when if Congress decides, like last time, that they want to face the election alone? What is your plan B?
see, as a regional party and as a regionalistic party, it is my endeavor to know the pulse of the people. The pulse of the people of Goa is that there should be a Team Goa. Now, if the biggest national party and the oldest national party does not understand the pulse of the people, does not want to read the writing on the wall, then, God save them. And it doesn't mean that we are bereft of a plan B. Plan B for Team Goa exists. It will exist and it will be put in motion at the right moment. You have to also understand that as a regional party, we strengthen federalism. If you see the makeup of whole India today, major regional parties are ruling the roost and have proven to be decisive alternatives to the BJP at the state level. We have major regional parties ruling very important states of the country and ruling them well, having a good model of development, which is much better than the Gujarat model of development, and which has decisively shown that the double engine has failed the people of those states. So if they can do it in Bengal, if they can do it in Orissa, or they can do it in some other state where there is regional sentiment, especially in the southern states like Tamil Nadu and all other states, I don't know why we Goans, who are credited to having the highest per capita, not only income, but per capita levels of education, health, and socio-political consciousness, why we will not be able to bell the cat when the time.
But Vijay, you will admit that right now not a single regional force in Goa is capable of contesting 40 seats, let alone winning 21. In a scenario like that, and when the opposition space is so fragmented, there is Aam Aadmi Party going aggressively, there is Congress which will galvanize itself as election comes closer, and then there are smaller parties like yours and MGP and NCP. Don't you think the biggest fear right now is the fragmentation of the opposition space or the non-BJP votes, which gives a clear-cut advantage to the BJP?
I agree. Fragmentation of the anti-BJP forces naturally benefits the BJP. But I want to correct you that maybe there is no regional party capable of contesting 40 seats. But no party in the fray is capable of contesting 40 seats in Goa at the moment. You may have anybody trying to say anything. Some people are saying this to save their position. But if you are realistic, you will understand that when Manohar Parrikar led the BJP to its single-digit 21 in 2012, he himself, at the height of his popularity, was not capable of contesting 40 seats. He had an alliance. So if Manohar Parrikar in 2012 could not be capable of contesting 40 seats on his own, I don't think BJP under Pramod Sawant can contest it, or Congress under Digambar Kamath can contest 40 seats, or for matter, Aam Aadmi Party, which is experimenting in the state of Goa, has not able to understand the local equation that contesting too many seats is not the name of the game, is not the magic wand. It is the strike rate that matters. I contested only 4 seats, but I won 3. And I am more relevant today than those who contested 46. So if you are thinking of having a good strike rate, and if you want to reach that destination of Team Goa, trying to contest 40 seats is also a waste of time and is a waste of effort. Now, those who have a lot of time
You are
and lot
saying
of
it is a
money can
bravado
afford
that
it.
is
I
not
don't have
going
it.
to yield any result.
It is not going to yield results. It is impractical, and it is something which is a noise that is being made to get percentage votes and get recognition. You can get recognition by having a good strike rate, which is what we did. Ours is a recognized political party today because we had a good strike rate without contesting so many seats. And nobody at the present moment is capable of contesting 40 seats. So whoever may come out with whatever statement, it is to impress their high command. Realistically, nobody is capable of contesting 40 seats. Neither the BJP, nor the Congress, nor the Aam Aadmi Party.
Vijay, I am tempted to ask you this. In 2012, Congress betrayed you on the face of election, and you had to contest as an independent MLA. In 2017, Congress again betrayed you on the face of election and did not ally with your party. In 2022, what has changed for you to trust the Congress? Or you are extending olive branch with one hand and keeping a dagger in the other?
No, I am not keeping a dagger at all. I have learnt lessons from 2012, 2017, and I hope that the party which reached me also has learnt its lessons from 2012 and 2017. In 2012, I was an opposition MLA, and between 2012 and 17, I was the lone strong voice in the opposition, which benefited the Congress party to get that many seats in 17. In 17, they tried to keep us out, keep the Goa Forward party out, contest against us, specific intention being that we should not be part of any government with them. They understood, they got the lesson. They must have learned a lesson in 2017. So as much as I have learned, I do hope that the oldest national party has also learned its lesson. And that the public sentiment cannot be defeated. The public sentiment is towards Team Goa. So let us not have daggers in hand. Let us unitedly go ahead. If India has to go ahead, Goa also has to go ahead unitedly as Team Goa.
Uh, Suddenly there is a season of freebies. As election comes closer, all the political parties are announcing different kinds of freebies. How do you look at it? And how is your party going to position itself when there are going to be so many announcements trying to entice voters by giving them free whatnot?
See, as I want to repeat again, that Goa is the state which is having the highest per capita income. A state with the highest per capita income is going to be swayed by freebies. 300 units for electricity can be an issue in Goa, and coal cannot be an issue in Goa. My question is that being a regionalistic party, we understand the aspirations of the people better, and we are confident that the self-respecting Goan populace and self-respecting Goan electorate will not fall prey to freebies, will see the benefit of freebies, but not fall prey to it. Will be our requirement to is the requirement of fighting to save Goa and its jobs and have a repositioning of the state in such a way that the state becomes what it is meant to be. Brand Goa sells. Why do people have interest in Goa? Why does Mr. Modi want to win Goa? Because the luck, good luck or anything began from Goa. So if the Prime Minister of the country gives so much importance to winning Goa's election, I don't understand the Prime Ministers in waiting, why they should not give Goa importance. And these freebies are not the way to get Goan votes. Goan votes will be got with Goan issues, tackling Goan issues and Goan solutions. You need to be vocal for local.
Vijay,
It's not only a statement that is to be
final
done.
question.
Man ki baat.
Vijay, final question. Do you envisage any possibility of a non-Congress, non-BJP alliance, or you are saying that is absolutely an unviable option?
A non-Congress, non-BJP alliance will be possible when certain events occur. Which events? I don't want them to occur. But if those events occur, if the oldest national party decides, Ekla Chalo Re, if they decide to not read the writing on the wall, if they decide to ignore the public sentiment and the pulse of the people, then then a non-Congress, non-BJP alliance will be inevitable.
Vijay Bab, pleasure talking to you and all the best. These are the crucial 6 months. And I think in these crucial 6 months, a man with that kind of a political capital and political mind like yours has a lot to do. Thanks a lot for talking with Goa Ahead. Our second guest today is a very seasoned politician, State President of the Nationalist Congress Party and former Minister, Jose Philip de Souza. Jose Bab, welcome. Let me ask you a very simple question. How is NCP looking at these elections?
Now, this coming elections, the Nationalist Congress Party is fully geared up to go for the elections. Our position is like this: whether we can fully go alone or we can go with the alliance partner. Now, the Nationalist Congress Party is ready for 2022 election in Goa.
When you mention alliance partners, are you looking at Congress or are you looking at somebody else?
No, I wanted all like-minded parties, like some regional parties like Congress, and there are regional parties like Goa Forward, MGP, and other some parties, because I want an alliance. Only reason is one, that I don't want the secular vote should be divided. And the secular vote has to be intact. In case if you separately, if you go for this 2022 election, there will be a lot of division of votes. So finally that will be very bad for the like-minded parties in Goa.
The question is, now it is very clear that Aam Aadmi Party wants to contest the election. They don't want to ally with the Congress. They are going hammer and tongs against Congress. So the formula that you are proposing of like-minded parties coming together does not seem to be working. So in that kind of a scenario, how do you see position of your party?
See now, my party is a national party. Now, if Aam Aadmi, if doesn't want to go with the alliance with the Congress, that is up to them. In case if Aam Aadmi is not ready for an alliance with a certain parties, then it is their lookout. But I just want an alliance, only at least some other parties, like Congress parties, like even MGP party, Goa Forward, at least this party has to come together. Because I know I have seen the election in 2017. The 2017, there was a no alliance. And in fact, we were waiting for the alliance. Only reason is what? Like because we wanted the secular vote should not be divided. The same thing I'm repeating again. Because now this secular votes, if they come together like all, like a like-minded party if come together, then there won't be any problem in future like in 2022 election. Now,
Jose Bab, but do you feel with Aam Aadmi Party not ready to come on board with this all like-minded anti-BJP parties coming together?
No, I don't know about the Aam Aadmi Party.
Opposition vote would be divided.
Yes, exactly. But now I don't know how much base the Aam Aadmi got in Goa. See, I can say about the Goa Forward, there are 3 MLAs. Okay. Now even Nationalist Congress Party, there is a 1 MLA. There are Congress also, initially it got elected about 17 MLAs. But finally there was some problem and some MLAs are gone and joined in BJP party. That is the secondary. But the thing is like, at least the some parties, if the Aam Aadmi Party is not ready to get alliance with the like-minded parties and other parties, then it is up to them.
Jose Bab, next question is, you are proposing all smaller parties coming together with the Congress. Why should people trust such an alliance? Because what happens in a post-poll scenario? We have seen what happened in 2017. People voted for a non-BJP government, and eventually after the elections, it was the BJP government that came to power with the help of smaller parties that you are mentioning. So when you are proposing such a formula today, why should people trust this alliance?
No, exactly. There is some faith is lost by the people of Goa. By all those 10 MLAs are left the Congress and gone and joined with the BJP party. But that is not mean that like the 2022 election. I don't think that the same thing will repeat again, because the Congress, they know about it. And even in our Nationalist Congress party, we will be very strict in this particular. There should be, what I was feeling, like there should be one amendment. Like, every party has, for this assembly, the party has to bring some amendment that defections on this purpose. So that you can just tighten up the all MLAs. In particular,
But
bringing
if
the
that is
amendment
the
in
if that is the
assembly.
case, if that is the case, do you think Congress is right now ready for alliance? Because Goa Forward gave them a proposal, they are still waiting for their response. As far as their internal issues are concerned, Congress has not yet been able to decide anything about it. So
Pramod,
in
do
view of
you
that
think that
situation,
Congress also want the same thing to repeat again? Now see, it is do or die. Now this time, no, Congress also to bow their head. Like they have to think about the alliance, because it is this alliance also is needed for Congress also, Congress party. They should not take everything as a granted. Understood? But this is a challenge for the Congress party. In case if we don't come again or alliance with the like-minded parties like with the Congress and other parties, then there will be a lot of problem in 2022 election. I don't say again and again because I need election. I mean alliance. See, I am already ready. I have so many candidates also. I can put today in this today's position. I can in 2002 election, 22 election. I can at least put some 25 candidate in every constituency. So I am ready now. But since what happened by doing all this, I think that we are going to divide the secular votes. I don't want to divide those secular votes again, because we already got a lesson in 2017. So we have to think in very positive way and go for
if the
alliance.
alliance takes place, Josebab, then how many seats you would be claiming?
Now let's see. Now I could say that we at least as an alliance partner we should get at least a 10 seat. No, but 10 seat, okay, fine. But again, now we have to sit across at a table, and there we have to decide about the sitting. Like how many seats we want. Like first, at least first and foremost, we have to sit under one table and decide about the alliance, and then we talk about the seats. Like which constituency you need a seat and all that.
Are you saying, Josebab, that if Congress doesn't agree for an alliance, then NCP will field 25 candidates?
No, see, Pramod, my party also is a national party. Now, we are already ready for everything, yeah. Because this time I don't want to give a chance. We want I don't want to give a chance only because the reason is what?
You are saying you want a non-BJP government.
Yeah, exactly. That is the thing, yeah. Now, otherwise, why we have to come together, yeah?
But Josebab, my final question, many people say that many MLAs who defected from the Congress and joined the BJP are now in touch with NCP because Congress has closed its doors to them to take them back. Do you think that is a feasible proposition, or do you think any indication towards that will backfire?
The problem, what you have asked me, it is what, yes, it is correct. Like lot of MLAs, and even the 10 MLAs who are gone from the Congress, they also, some MLAs, they have approached me. I spoke to them also. Even some MLA, the ex-ministers, they also come, they met me. And they are ready to come for a Nationalist Congress party. Now the reason is what? See, now Congress is saying we should not take those 10 people in our Nationalist Congress party. But first and foremost, we have to sit together and decide and put some condition there. Now, without putting a condition, how we can say about the others, those 10 MLA who are gone from the Congress?
You are saying first agree for alliance and then dictate terms.
Yeah, definitely, no. Otherwise, how we can come? See, I cannot command one Congress here. I cannot command on Congress and say, Baba, no, you don't take that person. But once if we come together, once we sit on the table together, then we can say, put some condition. We have to be agree for whatever condition the alliance partners do. Say. Okay? So
Yeah.
that should be the first and foremost. We have to sit together and then we have to discuss about all the problems.
Joseph, my final question, do you think it is advantage BJP today because of divided opposition?
Sorry?
Do you think that it is advantage BJP today because of divided opposition?
Yeah, 100% no. 100% it is the advantage for the BJP party here. Because that is the thing, the divide and rule. So it should not be like that. So that's why we have to come together. And if you don't come together, if you don't get alliance, this advantage will be for a BJP.
Completely with the BJP.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
Zebab, thanks a lot for talking to us. I think that's the crux of this episode. That a
Pramod, thank you
divided opposition against united BJP. I think maybe Vijay Sardesai or maybe Jose Philip D'Souza, both of them emphasize this one point very, very clearly. What would the Congress do? I think that is going to determine whether there is clear-cut alliance against BJP in the state of Goa. Thanks a lot for watching Goa Ahead.